What it do, baby? What it do, baby? What it do, baby? I can't, bro. I can't, bro. I can't. And everybody that's coming out saying Spurs fans, stop hating on the man. Stop talking trash. Please. 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 All the people that's coming out saying, don't be so hard on Kawhi. Kawhi's still great. I still love Kawhi. Hey, guys, listen. If you don't have anything like negative to say, then don't say anything at all. Dude, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I was ecstatic. Okay? I was ecstatic. Because here's the thing. Okay? I'll tell you why I'm so happy with this. With Kawhi losing. I know it's petty. I know it's childish. I know. But let me tell you why I'm excited and happy about this choke job. So, first off, I think people kind of have a short-term memory when it comes to things, which sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. But when it comes to the internet in general, people have short-term memory. People don't remember how that situation went down. Now, I'm over it. I'm over it to an extent. I'm over it to the point of I'm content with my team. I love my team. I love Murray. I love White. I love Lonnie. I love Keldon. I'm content with my team. This isn't a cry to try to get Kawhi back, okay? I was happy he got traded after what he pulled. I think people just kind of forget how bad it really was. It wasn't just sitting out. It was a lot of weird stuff of him and his uncle throwing our franchise under the bus. Okay? Now that's number one. That's number one why I'm happy. Number two why I'm happy is the fact that Marcus Morris screwed us over the season after. And people don't really think about that either. No one really talks about that either. That's another thing. But number three, I feel like Kawhi got cocky. And that's just me. I know some people are like, what do you mean cocky? He don't say anything. No, he got cocky. He got arrogant because if I recall, was it a year ago? Or was it beginning of this season? It was beginning of this season. Pre-quarantine, all that. He released a commercial where he had a keychain. I think it was a keychain. He was in a car. It was a keychain of like a crown. Almost to say as if he's the new king. And then it ended off with saying like, this is Kawhi City. I'm sorry, that's arrogance. I don't care. I do not care. I am happy. I am so happy. I am so ecstatic. I am so enthralled in the fact that he lost. I'm so happy. He didn't deserve it. And you know, I'll be real. I'll be honest. Like, fandom aside, me being biased aside, me being a child aside, and in actuality, if I'm being completely honest, when that stuff came out where I think Kawhi allowed it to get out, or maybe his uncle allowed it to get out, where they wanted the Spurs to go after Paul George, and a lot of Spurs fans came out and was like, oh, why didn't we do that? Why didn't we go after Paul George? Why didn't we do? Dude, Paul George is a good player, but he literally is like B class, like sometimes C class. In the playoffs, he's C class. But for the most part, dude is like a B class player. He is not a player that you want to put a whole bunch of money in, a whole bunch of stock in. That really threw me off when a lot of fans started saying that the Spurs did something wrong by not going after Paul George. I never trusted Paul George in the playoffs. Ever. Ever. He is not good in the playoffs. He's trash in the playoffs. He's a good player, decent player during the season, trash in the playoffs. Even people that say that he's the greatest defender ever, or one of the greatest defenders in the league, I don't really see that all the time. So yeah, that whole thing, man, it's bogus. I don't believe in Paul George, so that was stupid. But when I come to Kawhi, and one of the reasons why they lost, he choked. But the thing is, I'm not that shocked that Kawhi choked. Now, when he was with the Spurs, it was a lot of structure, Okay, it was a lot of structure. It was a lot. Now we put one thing about Pop is he will put you in the best position to win, regardless of who you are. Tim Duncan, we all consider him the greatest big man of all time. I don't think Tim Duncan gets 5 championships without Popovich, because Popovich puts you in the best position possible for you to be successful. Doc Rivers isn't necessarily, well, I mean, let's just be real. He's not as good of a coach as Popovich. So Pop always does that. Now, when it comes to Kawhi, even last year when he won the championship with Toronto, of course, I said something about it. Most people were like, "Oh man, you just hating. How you gonna say anything about Kawhi? He just won a championship." But if I was really looking at it objectively to that situation with him losing or winning that championship, in the finals, I don't remember Kawhi really stepping up. It was actually plenty of opportunities for him to close out the series, and he didn't. It was a lot of Van Fleet go ahead and finishing that thing off. It was Kyle Lowry finishing that thing off. Kawhi isn't the best finisher in the NBA. He's just not. He's average at best when it comes to finishing games, especially post San Antonio. And I think a lot of people go to the Sixers game and just say, "Oh yeah, that's Kawhi the finisher." But I mean, that was a great shot. I mean, but it was a crazy shot. We've never seen a shot like that before. It rolled around the rim and off the rim and back and forth quite a few times. There was a little bit of luck in there too, but that's shooter's touch. But still, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I definitely want to come on here and just like plead my case, because a lot of people that's coming out saying we shouldn't be happy that he choked. I don't know where y'all coming from. If I'm being completely honest, I have no idea where y'all coming from. Ruru says Paul George been a fraud. Real talk. Doc caves to the players. He does. He's one of those guys who's considered a player's coach. He's definitely considered a player's coach. I think Doc, what's his record in game sevens? It's like a crazy record, which is a crazy amount of game sevens. But isn't it like 6-8 or something? And then he's had teams come back on him from 3-1 like in 3 different decades or something. Like, it's a crazy stat out there on Doc Rivers. But man. But yeah, everybody that's coming at me and other Spurs fans for being excited for Kawhi losing, dude, look, if you don't care that he lost, okay, that's fine. But when you start coming to the defense and you're a Spurs fan, what are you coming to the defense of? What are you coming to the defense of? Get over it, bro. We're over it. We love our team. We're over it. But at the same time, we're not going to sit here and act like, we're we're not happy about this. He did screw us over. That's going to be a forever thing, okay? It's not going to be one of those things where you get over it 100% and you're not angry anymore and stuff like that. No. I'll never like Kawhi. It's just facts. When you screw over my Spurs, I'll never like Kawhi. Similar to, really, I think Kawhi is even worse because he was on the team and threw us under the bus. But similar to Zaza. Are we over it? Are we over the Zaza thing? Kinda. I mean, we all kind of accepted what happened. We're not like, it doesn't bring us like hatred like it did when it happened. But at the same time, we'll never like Zaza. And it's the same thing with Kawhi. He was on the team. I'll never like Kawhi. Just facts. I'll never cheer for Kawhi to win a championship. I just never will. Because what he did was awful. And he was on the team. That's treason. So no. To be fair, Kawhi did win a championship without the Spurs. I just addressed that. I literally just addressed that. I'm with you, Clan. Yeah, Wilson. Yeah, dog. Like, I literally addressed that. But I'll never like him. Like, So this whole thing of get over it, bro. Get like, what does that really mean? Get over it, and then okay, so I supposed to get over it as in like Kawhi. No, I don't like Kawhi. I'm not gonna cheer for Kawhi to win, just like I do with other players that I might not like that much. You know, I mean, I don't necessarily cheer against LeBron winning, but I do get irritated with LeBron fans that say he's the greatest ever and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, he's not Michael Jordan. If you want to put him 2, 3, that's fine. Like, I'm not going to argue with you too much. You know, even if I disagree, I'm not going to argue too much. But I do argue with the fact saying that the man is better than Michael Jordan. So, in that perspective, it's like, yeah, I want to see y'all lose, but not necessarily just LeBron, because there's nothing that LeBron did that just makes me like seriously dislike LeBron. But right now, as a Spurs fan, there's a few players that you just really don't like. And right now, I think it's about 3. There's Zaza, Marcus Morris, and Kawhi. Am I overall 3? Pretty much. I'm content with my team. Do I like them? No. Do I want them to win? No. Simple as that, dude. Simple as that. Now I'm about to go ahead and leave, y'all. I'm about to go ahead and get off. I appreciate everybody coming through in the chat, man. It's a good day, man. It's a good day. It's a good day. By the way, this is not Spurs related at all. If you're a video game fan, make sure y'all watch that PlayStation 5 event, man, at 11 o'clock. I'm definitely gonna try to catch that. Oh, and on top of that, head on over to Order on the Court. You know, the collab group that I'm in, the Spurs collab group I'm in, on YouTube. Got a new video dropping on there, a show that me and my boy Zachariah got going on called The Closing Argument. Go check that out. It's going to be uploaded at 10, I believe. It's either 10 or 10:45. I think it's 10 that I set it as. But just head on over there like at 11, okay? It'll be on there. So, or 12 after the PlayStation event. But all right, guys, I'll get with you later. Until next time, deuces. And what it do, baby? What it do, baby?